Hello, I'm Skyler Norcom. In news across West Tennessee today, education is our top story. This morning, State Education Commissioner Penny Schwinn was in our part of the state. She toured Denmark Elementary School in Madison County. She's been visiting a number of rural schools across the state. The commissioner has had serious concerns about learning gaps developing during the pandemic. Many of the concerns are at the elementary level.
This next year is not just about recovery, it certainly is about recovery, but it's about acceleration. And I think districts like these are showing you can still focus and drive towards literacy and reading. Every child needs to be reading on grade level by 3rd grade. This district is doing that work, so you'll see a focus there. You will see a strong focus on high school innovation and mental health, and then certainly a focus on our educators and making sure that we keep our great teachers and bring more into the profession.
Tonight, Jackson and Madison County School Board members will honor the city's top basketball teams. Southside and Madison Academic boys teams will be recognized for their state tournament performances. And the board will hear some good news and bonuses for teachers and other employees. They'll be paid earlier than expected. Monday, Dr. King said the bonuses planned for May and December will be in teachers' hands quicker. School district employees will be receiving the same bonuses. Certified employees will get a $280 bonus. Non-certified workers will receive $200 bonuses. The money was not supposed to be here until next month, but was deposited last Tuesday. The second round of bonuses are $1,500 for certified staff and $1,000 for non-certified personnel. That money is coming from federal education relief funds. Instead of December, teachers will see that extra money in May. Dr. King says this is only the beginning.
3 years ago, we all had a wake-up call in this region, especially in our schools. That's because of another tragedy in a high school only a short distance from Jackson. Here's Ellie Haynes to take us back to what happened.
A little more than 3 years ago, the question, "Are my children safe?" was coming off the lips of parents. That's because shots rang out at a school less than 2 hours from Jackson. Students died, and since that time, many lessons have been learned. This was Marshall County High School just outside of Paducah, Kentucky. On a Tuesday morning, an active shooter brought a tragedy to a small town and a closely knit student body. The day brought back memories from 20 years earlier. Less than 20 miles from here, at Heath High School in Paducah, a similar tragedy occurred.
There's no such thing as a school that's too safe, in my opinion. So I think anything that we can do to ensure the safety of our children, I think that we should do those things.
One city council member in Paducah was a student at Heath High School on the day of the tragedy. She says what happened at Marshall was a case of not learning from the past.
I just think that we don't do enough at the community level to prevent stuff like this.
But safety personnel say you can take every possible precaution and that won't stop every threat to a school. As Shannon Stewart says, at some point you have to trust that your school leaders are doing the best that they can to keep your children safe. Ellie Haynes, West Tennessee.
Our own resident psychologist, Dr. Joanne Stevenson, has a lot to say about school shootings. She says one problem is the lack of money to pay mental health counselors in schools. Dr. Joanne says if we don't start paying attention to that need, we'll see more tragedies.
We can't let the ball drop when people are saying somebody's dangerous. Do something about it. And we need to let kids see that there are a lot of ways of solving conflicts.
Violent acts are continuing close to home. A former volunteer firefighter from West Tennessee is accused of setting fire to a church. 25-year-old Cody Austin Clark of Sharon is charged with arson. TBI agents say he burned New Salem Presbyterian Church in Sharon Easter Sunday. Clark was a firefighter in Dresden. The Weakley County Sheriff's Office and Dresden's Fire Department conducted a joint investigation. Clark is also a person of interest in a series of other fires in the Dresden area. He was arrested Wednesday night on a 1 count of arson of a place of worship. He is in the Weakley County Jail without bond.
After last night's rain, we have clear skies in the forecast for today. Your West Tennessee Today pinpoint forecast calls for sunny with a high of 72, clear tonight with a low of 54. Partly cloudy skies on Friday with a high of 81, then here comes the rain again. Friday night we have a 70% chance of thunderstorms. Our low will be 59. Saturday, thunderstorms will continue with a high of 70, but skies will clear Saturday night as a cold front passes through with a low of 47. Lots of sunshine on Sunday with a high of 72 and a low of 51. I'm Madison Rowland with your pinpoint forecast for West Tennessee Today.
Check out this amazing video of rescue teams from Gibson County and Milan as they save a coon dog that was stuck 50 feet up in a tree. This started off as a coon dog training exercise. It turned into a rescue operation Sunday night just outside of Gibson on Highway 420. Gibson County Fire Chief Brian Cathy said in 40 years of rescue operations, He had never heard of a dog climbing 50 feet up in a tree. Kathy said the female dog had chased a raccoon up the tree and couldn't get down. Rescue team members from Gibson County and the Milan Fire Department held a tarp below the small dog named B. Eventually, John Gallimore was able to carefully lead the dog out of the tree and lower it to safety. The operation took about 3 hours to complete. That's our look at news and weather across West Tennessee today. I'm Skyler Norcom. Remember, when the news breaks out, we break in.
When the news breaks out, we break in. West Tennessee